Why some Christians don't put up a Christmas tree or even celebrate Christmas? Part 1. So most people understand that Christmas actually came from Yule. And this came from Old Norse culture or Germanic roots. This, of course, stemming from Roman traditions and holidays, which can further be traced back to the Egyptian worship of Iris and Horus. So Yule, which also means Christmas Day, was the name of the heathen feast that celebrated the winter solstice. And this started at the eve of the 24th all the way up until January 6th, roughly about 12 days. And we still see a remnant of this 12 days even now with the song 12 Days of Christmas. We also see the Yule log, which was a pagan tradition for the Celts. So the Oak King and the Holly King would battle throughout the year. And the Oak King would reign supreme during the winter solstice. The Yule log itself being a symbol of the Oak King, decorated in evergreen symbolizing the Holly King. And lighting the Yule log signifies his death of darkness and a rebirth of the sun. So there's a plethora of Bible verses that tell you not to celebrate pagan holidays and don't be like the heathens and only worship God, etc. So why did man go against the word of God and convert this into a Christian holiday? So we know that the Egyptians worshipped Iris and Horus on December 25th. Fast forward several hundred years and we get Saturnalia. So Saturnalia, or the Feast of Saturn, is the celebration of the birth of the sun. The sun god Mithra, to be specific, and it's considered the date of the nativity. So Rome at around 300 AD started adopting Christianity. Now this is very clear, the early Christians did not celebrate these Roman pagan holidays. Now Saturnalia was so embedded in Roman culture that the Catholic Church was having a really hard time converting to Christianity. Until this guy here, Bishop Liberius, who would eventually become Pope. So Bishop Liberius was the first one to actually order people to celebrate Christ's birth on December 25th. Of course, there's a lot of other players in history like Constantine and many others to get this kind of ball rolling. And the Catholic Church did this because they were failing to eradicate the heathen culture. And what better way to get converts? And the word Christmas from the encyclopedia means Mass of Christ, and this is not found anywhere in the New Testament. So should you as a Christian celebrate Christmas? So Bishop Liberius of Rome made this mandatory to celebrate Christmas December 25th. And the idea was in celebrating sun god Mithra, you would celebrate the birth of Christ. However, he allegedly said this: in the scriptures alone, sinners, not saints, celebrate birthdays, shown through all these Bible verses. And what about the Christmas tree? Again, this was a pagan tradition that the church just kind of converted. This is absolutely crazy this is in the Bible. And even the Catholic Church recognizes that. For the practices of people or worse, they cut out a tree of the forest. They adorn it with silver and gold, nail it down to the ground. It's specifically talking about pagan custom and idols. And you might be saying, whoa, it's different now. Is it? There's a story in the Bible that will put this to rest. So I'm sure we all remember the golden calf of the Moses story. But do you know why they made it? They didn't make it to worship the calf. They made it for God, for Him. Their intentions were very good. Yet this was still considered an idol in God's eyes. Both had good intentions. And oh, it's just the spirit of the season. What spirit?